the landscape of the play is that everything is elevated. So one of the things we wanted was to somehow make the Donmar feel sumptuous, grand, bigger than it was. One of the things you'll see is these windows above, which were along the back wall of the theatre. Now, what those allowed us to do was to have a reason to bring light into the space, but also to constantly keep it backlit and keep the audience very, very, very aware of where the light was coming from. So you never felt that you were looking at something mundane. It always felt inflated. We chose to not have glass in the windows. Because the windows are high up, you never having light hit them, you only ever have light come through them, then actually the quality of glass would have just lessened the impact of the light coming through. So for an audience, it feels like there's glass there because you're never looking at them unless there's light coming through them. There are two worlds in Luise Miller. There's a poor, middle-class, domestic world, which is the world she comes from. And then there's the world of the court, which is the world of the prince who wants to marry her. And the point is the tension between these two worlds. So the world of the court needed to feel incredibly sort of elevated. So this light coming through these spaces was absolutely the world of the court. And then we could very simply shut those spaces off and light into the space and create domestic interiors that, with no other change other than the shutters being shut, created that sense of, opulence. There's actually a little bit of front light just fed in very gently there, but the dramatic gesture of the light from behind is always present. And again, you can see there's haze in the air all the way through. You can see it really thickly.